We're gonna burn it down.
Hey, beautiful people of the internet, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully great, and welcome back. So as you guys can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what are the best prime mods that you should go and get during Tennocon, specifically Teer's Tennocon inventory. If you guys have been living under a rock, basically if you guys go and buy yourself a digital ticket, you'll have access to an exclusive relay which will have a special kind of Baro out there. The difference between this Baro and the one that we get every fortnight is basically you'll have access to his entire inventory, whereas the regular version of him you'll have a small access, or you'll have an access to a small piece of his inventory. Hope that makes sense. But before we continue with the video any further, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys would like to support me or the channel any further, remember to leave a like, and also don't forget to spot and click the subscribe button for more Warframe videos and streams. Without further ado, let's get this one on the road, shall we? Okay, so starting off strong is we have a prime mod called Prime Continuity. This is a very powerful prime mod because it basically allows you to further increase your duration. So the regular version of continuity only allows you to go and increase your duration by 33, but by having the max version of its prime one, you can go and have an increase to 55% of your duration. The more duration you have, the longer your abilities will last. Now, prime continuity is very good for a Warframe such as Nova, if you guys want to go take advantage of her molecular prime. If you guys didn't know, the more duration that you have on Nova's molecular prime, the greater the area of effect will be, and of course, the much longer it will also go and last. One more thing I do want to tell you guys is if you guys add efficiency and duration, or your streamline, your fleeting expertise along with your prime continuity, basically you can have your exalted based ability that will last as much as humanly possible because you'll be decreasing your drain. An exalted based ability basically is you use your signature weapons. While you have your signature weapons out, you're basically going to be losing energy every second. Of course, more duration, more efficiency equals less energy drain. Next up is on our list, we have a mod called Prime Flow, and just like its regular counter version, you're going to be having a much higher increase to your maximum energy capacity. Now, if you guys go and max out the Prime version, it will give you 275% additional energy maximum. So let me give you guys an example. Let's say that you guys are playing a Sarin Prime and you didn't add any flow to it whatsoever, and you guys want to go and add Prime Flow. Doing this will then take your energy pool from 300 energy all the way up to 800 to 900 ish, somewhere around there. I don't know about you guys, but that is a very good thing because not only will you have a lot of free time, but also let's say that you guys have a very energy hungry base build, while Prime Flow will definitely help you guys out as much as possible along with additional items. Not going to talk about that because this is going to be a very long video and I don't want to drag it out too long. Basically, Prime Flow will increase your energy maximum, therefore you can have more energy and use the spam your abilities as much as humanly possible. Therefore, you're going to have a much less energy restriction on your energy economy. Next up is we do have another prime mod called Primemorphic Transformer. Now listen, this is entirely up to you if you guys really want to go and do it, but Primemorphic Transformer basically gives your Arcwing more power strength. Now if you guys want to know, hey, why should I care about Arcwing? Arcwing is lame. That is true. However, if you guys are completionists and want to go and max out your Arcwing video or go and max out your Arcwings, I've got you covered. I'll leave a link down in the description, and of course there'll be a video at the top right. Go and take a look about it. I basically tell you guys exactly how you can go and max out your Arcwings like you go and play an everyday Hydron mission. Now, Primemorphic Transformation just gives you more power strength. Now remember, if you guys are going to be using Electron is the only Arcwing in Warframe history to actually have warheads and actually go and nuke the entire map. If you guys have been playing Warframe for a long time, nuking is good because you guys can go and rank your stuff up along with your friend's stuff up relatively quick and easy. Next up is we do have a prime mod called Primed Pistol Gambit, and basically this allows your pistols to have a much higher increase to your critical chance. Now listen, we've got a lot of pistols out there, and you guys know, thanks to the new arcanes out there that that go on your primary and secondary, well, you guys can go and deal monstrous amounts of damage. And I mean, if you guys have got all this raw damage, why not make your raw damage much higher by having much higher multipliers of critting? Well, why not have Prime Pistol Gambit? By you guys having Prime Pistol Gambit, you can actually go and have some of your weapons go and have orange crit territory by default without actually having too many buffs active. That's very good because who doesn't like to see orange crit or even red crit numbers constantly coming out of your pistol without having too much effort? Now listen, this one doesn't really apply to many people because me personally, I'm not too much of a shotgun guy. I just like to go and use them every once in a while, except I don't have the extras. But let's say that you're a big shotgun fan, well, Prime Point Blank is definitely your friend right here, because Prime Point Blank gives you a ton of base damage, just like how Prime Pressure Point, or just like how Pressure Point gives you a lot of base damage onto your melee weapon. That is going to give you a lot of base damage onto your shotgun. You're a big shotgun fan, then this is definitely the mod for you. Next up is, I've already spoke about this mod right now, is Prime Pressure Point. And just like regular Pressure Point, or just like Primed Ravage, this will give you an increase to your base damage, except instead of it being for your shotgun, it's going to be for your melee weapon. This is a must-have for your melee weapons because it gives you a lot of base damage, and if you're a big melee guy just like myself, then you can't go wrong with Primed Pressure Point. Next up is, we do have another mod specifically for shotguns, and that is Primed Ravage. Now listen, the reason why I'm not big on shotguns is because I despise crit builds for shotguns. They just don't feel like they're that powerful, especially when you start fighting an enemy. They feel like they're only very effective like against level 50, level 60. But when you start getting to like sortie level, like sortie level 3 level, then you're just going to start struggling. But hey, if you guys are a shotgun guy, then Prime Ravage basically gives you a much increased critical damage multiplier specifically to your shotgun. So make sure that you have a lot of crit on your shotgun. Therefore, you having crit on your shotgun, you'll then go and see much bigger numbers. Next up is, we have probably the best Sentinel based mod, and that is Primed Regen. Now Prime Regen basically allows your Sentinel to come back to life with a small amount of health left. Combining this particular mod with Sacrifice, you'll basically always have a Sentinel by your side. Excuse me. Now Prime Regen and Sacrifice basically will allow you to guarantee you to get yourself up, especially if you guys go down on a solo run. Prime Regen plus Sacrifice, you can't go wrong. You'll have the most powerful arsenal set up for your Sentinel, therefore you can always have an extra revive. Next up is, we do have another mod called Primed Target Tracker. This is another pistol mod, except instead of it giving you more critical chance, it's going to give you much higher critical damage multiplier. In other words, if you guys like to see bigger crit numbers, then Prime Target Tracker is here to help you guys out. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today's video. If you guys have liked the video or it's helped you guys out in any way or form, remember to leave a like, and also don't forget to Spartan click the subscribe button for more Warframe videos and streams. I'm make like a banana and split.